Hello. So today I shall be talking about the parents infant children relationship and how it happens. So that relationship at the time when the infant is fragile and tender unfolds or happens in a way that portrays the child completely depending on the parents for feeding, for protection, and for warmth. And so I term it or refer to the relationship as being dependent interactive. The child depends completely on the parents for feeding, protection, and warmth, yet the relationship is interactive. You find the parents looking into the faces of their children or looking at their children and smiling. And over time, the child learns how to smile and smiles back. You find the infants over time learning how to speak from their parents. So that relationship is interactive, not transactional, because the child cannot run an errand for the parent, for instance, at that very tender stage, but yet it is interactive. Which brings me to the next point. Now, the parent is an authority figure because besides providing protection, feeding, and warmth, the parent is an authority figure. And so it is the responsibility of the parent to teach. And so it could be morals, it could be values like speaking properly with or amongst others. And that brings me to a study by Albert Bandura, where he played a clip on the television where violence was seen portrayed on the television. And having watched that clip, the children he presented a bobodo to, and those children simply tried to reproduce that violent behavior on the bobodo. So he concluded that whatever the parents are seen doing by their children, the children will do exactly that because the parents are models, and whatever their behavior is a model behavior. So the children will observe and they will reproduce or mimic that behavior. So being a parent is a tasking job, but those who are parents chose to do the job, so they do it happily. And I like to praise those who are parents. I like to commend them because teaching to infants and children happens in a very repetitive manner, where you find the parents repeating everything or anything over and over and over again before the child can learn how to do it. But let parents know, parents should be informed that as they repeat verbally, because over time the child is going to learn how to speak, they will or should also be very careful how they behave because the parents being the models and their behavior being model behavior, those behaviors are observed carefully and they are reproduced or mimicked by their children. Thank you for your time.